Deborah Bergamini, thank you very much indeed for joining me in the media box today, virtual media box in this case. Do you believe that there is a need for democratic governance of artificial intelligence? In what way and why?
Well, thank you very much for hosting me, first of all, Jim. Definitely, my report concerns the urge for a democratic governance of the AI or of the AI algorithms. And this is particularly true not only for all other aspects of our daily lives, but for the democratic expression of vote and for the respect of the state of the rule of law. As you know, the Council of Europe Assembly works very much on these two issues. Why is that? Because today we are understanding that AI algorithms can be certainly an opportunity for democracy in terms of more transparency and participation of people. But on the other hand, they can be a risk or even a threat in terms of manipulation of opinion or disinformation, for example. So we have to be very, very careful. Let's think for a moment of what happened at the time of the internet revolution 30 years ago. That was probably the most important technological revolution of the human history. But at the time, that speed found governments and parliaments quite lazy and a little bit slow in the lawmaking process. And we are paying for that even today. Let's think, for example, of the use of our personal data. They don't belong to us anymore. They belong to the so-called over-the-top companies that can take them out of us and commercialize them or use them commercially. And this is something that, you know, the absence of a lawmaking at the time has had as an effect. Today, we are on the verge of a new revolution, technological revolution, that has to do with the great number of applications of artificial intelligence. And we probably must find out, understand, that as we lost the property of our personal data, today we risk to lose something even more personal than our data. And that is our free will and our freedom. Because we know for sure that artificial intelligence algorithms are able to forecast and even to pre-order our behaviors, our opinions, even our choices. They can predetermine that. Think for a moment of what this can mean in terms of democracy and the respect, for example, of the outcome of an election, a political election. So that is why we need globally to find certainly a legally binding instrument, a framework of laws that defines also ethically what algorithms of AI can do and cannot do, what companies that are owners of these algorithms can do and cannot do.
It's on record that this has led to a certain amount of silo thinking. People only follow particular lines of thought. Algorithms can direct exactly what information gets to you. They can filter out everything else. How dangerous is that? And how on earth do you frame laws to control it?
Well, it is definitely very dangerous because, you know, we are not owners. The risk is that we're not owners anymore of our voting right, for example, and that our will can be accustomed in order to determine a certain result rather than another one. So definitely, this is a very urgent matter. And I think that it's an urgency of all parliaments in democratic countries that there is a clear definition of what ethically algorithms are designed for, how they are designed, how they are used, how they are commercialized. And this, you cannot do it at a national level. That is very clear. You have to do it urgently at a global level. Something like, you know, when you think of the World Trade Organization, exactly, we should go in the same direction for artificial intelligence.
Deborah Bergamini, thank you very much indeed.